guys, Sandy Ingram here. Welcome. Sanctions on Iraq, when and where and why. Now before we get started, let me clarify Sunday's video. The need to travel for the revalue would only come if, and I repeat, if Iraq prints new money or goes digital with restrictions on the exchange. If Iraq prints new money, they could do what Kuwait did and restrict where you can exchange the old currency, which we are holding, for the new currency. You should know there are still hand-holding going on between Iraq and the UN and Iraq and the United States. Sanctions were established in the UN Security Council after Iraq's August 1990 invasion of Kuwait. It was August the 2nd. The sanctions stopped Iraq from engaging in most international trade. After Iraq was driven from Kuwait, the sanctions remained in place to pressure Baghdad to surrender its weapons of mass destruction. Now later, we found out that Iraq did not have any weapons of mass destruction. Yet, in the late 80s, Saddam, the leader of Iraq at the time, it was proven that he used weapons of mass destruction in northern Iraq. So you see, there are some untruths going on. The first resolution of sanctions came under 661. The second wave of sanctions were linked to removal of WMDs, 687. Now, I provide the numbers, so when you look up the information, you will know which resolutions to read. Now, what is really interesting about the sanctions is that in the beginning, Kuwait and Iraq were under sanctions. Now, here's the kicker, and the reason most people don't understand the sanctions factor. The committee established under the resolution became known as the 661 Committee, not the Iraq Sanctions Committee, which was the legal name of the committee. The United States sanctions pertaining to Iraq are related to executive orders, while other sanctions were passed by Congress. Now, here is the reason we are giving, here's the reason Saddam gave for attacking Kuwait. On August 2nd, 1990, Iraq invaded and occupied Kuwait within 2 days. Let me repeat that. Within 2 days. That's right, the invasion only took 2 days. Saddam blamed Kuwait for slant drilling from Iraqi oil fields. That means, I guess, slanting the pipes and sucking up the oil from the Iraq side of the border. He also claimed the Gulf state of Kuwait was actually an ancient provision or province or state or part of Iraq, which is more than likely true. However, the reality is Saddam owed the Kuwaitis $14 billion from Iraq's nearly 10-year war with Iran, and Kuwaiti oil drilling was driving down the price of oil, and Saddam needed to earn more revenue from the oil in order to pay off his debts, the country's debts from the Iran-Iraqi war.